Chris, what is our fifth main topic today?
This is from Oscar. Hey, John, I'm calling BS right now on Reynolds saying he isn't in Doctor Strange. I agree with Ray that I think you can see Deadpool in the broken mirror. Then there was that thing with his tweet that got deleted and all the rumors going around. I'm not saying rumors are always true, but when there's this much smoke, there's usually fire. I know you said you believe Reynolds, but what would you honestly say are the chances that he appears in the movie?
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Oscar. Okay. So, for those of you who haven't been keeping up on the drama going on here, so the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is coming out. We know it's going to be crazy and bonkers. I mean, the damn thing is called the Multiverse of Madness. So we know it's going to be bonkers. But then that whole speculation train just really started to shoot out of the station because we had that new trailer, which is incredible. We got mysterious figures up on the thrones. We've got, obviously, it's Patrick Stewart, who is clearly Professor Charles Xavier speaking in it. And it opens up the doorway of who else are we going to see? Are we going to see Reed Richards? Are we going to see a Black Panther version of some sorts? Are we going to see this, that, and the other thing? Also came the damn poster with all the shards. Included in one of those shards is what is clear. Like, I didn't think it was at first. I dismissed it at first, but it's clear. What's that?
Spice Girls.
The Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. But we also see in one of the shards, it's clear, it's obvious, even though I dismissed it at first, there's no doubting. It's there. You see the Captain Carter shield is there. So clearly Captain Carter. Now, we talked about this on the show yesterday, that there is one shard where some people think they see Deadpool in it. And I get it. Okay, that's cool. All due respect for everybody who believes they see Deadpool in it. I looked at it pretty closely. I don't see it. Rob, I don't think you saw it either. Chris, I don't think you saw it either. Ray, you think maybe there's something to see there?
I see what they're talking about. Yeah,
but I can see what they're talking about.
But I'm not sure if it was meant to be there, is what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know if it was just a pure accident. Like I said about the bag of chips yesterday. Like, I don't know if it was there, it is there, but they clearly didn't want people to point it out. Like, it wasn't clear enough. Like, if they want the obvious things, like the shield is obvious, right?
The shield, the shield's
as soon as you zoom in, it's obvious.
That. Yeah.
That one, you still have to like find it with your eyes, like in order to make it out.
Find it.
I don't know.
Way of putting it.
So I don't know if it was meant to be like an obvious thing. If it was put in there, I don't know.
So it has created this discussion that's been going on about whether or not we're going to see Ryan Reynolds in this movie. And there are a lot of people who are absolutely convinced. And we discussed the pros and cons, and the possibilities and the unlikeliness of him yesterday. Of course, talking about how Reynolds himself said in an interview, said, look, I might not be the most reliable guy to say this, but I promise you I'm not in the film, right? And we put up a poll on this show yesterday, and it was basically split. We asked in a poll of our viewers yesterday, do you believe Ryan Reynolds when he says he is or is not in this interview? And it was split right there in the middle. 50% of people believed him. 50% of the people did not believe him. And Rob, we talked about some of the pros and cons. I mean, it is Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi can do some bonkers things. We have a lot of things coming in here. We know that Deadpool is coming to the MCU at some point. But then on the flip side of that, we talked about how this would break the tone, it seems to be, of what they're trying to set for the movie. There has been nothing official saying he'd be in there, so we've gone back and forth. All right. So what happened was yesterday, me, Rob, and Chris, we went out to lunch yesterday. And as we were talking about it a little bit, I said, you know what? Why don't I just ask somebody in the studio system, and I'm not going to reveal who. You two know who it is, but I'm not going to reveal to anybody else who it is. I said, instead of wondering about it, why don't I just ask? Because this person, who is extremely well connected to the situation, has never once given me an incorrect piece of information, like ever. Even the wildest stuff, ever. And I can absolutely guarantee you this person knows. Knows. I can confirm for everybody right now, Ryan Reynolds is not going to be in Doctor Strange 2. I can 100% confirm that for you guys. Ryan Reynolds will not be in this movie. The source that we reached out to yesterday is 100% in the know, and 100% said, basically made in no uncertain terms, Ryan Reynolds is not in this film. So you can tell whoever you want, whatever, but I am just telling you, Ryan Reynolds will not be in this movie.
Well, let me ask you something, John. What if like Wong is watching TV in the Sanctum Sanctorum and a Mint Mobile ad comes on? I mean, technically, Ryan Reynolds could be in the movie if they wanted to do a crossover or a sponsorship like that. Or is Deadpool not in the movie?
Well, I mean, that's a good question because I did not ask the question. Is Deadpool in the movie? The question I put forth was, is Ryan Reynolds in this film in any way, shape, or form? And the answer was no. Now, I think you raise a very interesting...
Because that would be kind of cheeky if there was a Mint Mobile ad.
I mean, what's to say that there couldn't be a Deadpool poster on a wall?
Right.
Or, maybe a version of Rachel McAdams and Benedict Cumberbatch are walking down the street in New York City and they pass by a movie theater and there's a marquee of the latest Ryan Reynolds film on the marquee.
Everyone's just drinking aviation gin.
Everybody's drinking.
As they should.
That's all that damn dude has been doing. He's been pimping his aviation gin.
It's really delicious.
Anne loves it, actually.
So
It is really good. I'm a gin person.
Those who don't know, what's his name? Ryan Reynolds. He owns a gin company called Aviation Gin. Anne loves the stuff. She really does. I don't drink. I'm sure if I did, I'm sure I'd love it too. But I'm sure there could be some kind of cheeky way like that. That could be a possibility.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if Charles Xavier's in it and they talk about the X-Men or something, maybe there could be some mention. Maybe,
I suppose. Or, I suppose what is not outside of the realm of absolute possibility is, look, is Henry Cavill in the Peacemaker finale? No.
Right.
But was Superman? Well, I guess kind of. They could do something like that too, I suppose, where maybe there's an Easter egg of a guy in the Deadpool red suit running around the background. But again, if they do that, which I have no indication that they are, it ain't going to be Ryan Reynolds in that suit.
Or it could be the ultimate troll that Blake Lively could be a character in the movie, and she could just wink into the camera. And drag him for the next 2 years on social media. I was in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But you, honey, weren't.
There's like troll. with the Andrew thing and the Spider-Man, they had like pictures on set of that.
Oh yeah, going back like
set.
6 months. Yeah.
So I get all the he's gonna be in it, whatever, but there's not really much of anything Deadpool. Like they haven't gotten.
There's nothing.
So I feel like it's like I only eat what's served in front of me. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
You don't eat off anyone else's plate.
I don't walk into the fridge and look for something extra. I only eat what they serve me. Right. So like that's the way I'm gonna take it. Because part of my favorite thing about movies still is being surprised, whether it's it's a cameo or an emotion that I didn't think I would get from a film, or just anything, or like visual effects that I didn't expect. All those surprises are great. I just don't see like the point of like digging for possible things. I get it's fun, and I get
it's fun to speculate.
I get the journalist part of it, but for me, like the main thing is I hope we don't get to the point where who's gonna appear is more important than the movie itself, because
totally
you know
agree.
what?
Yes.
You know what? Yeah. Doctor Strange, I still don't know much about him. I want to learn more about this character that John Schnepp really, loved. Like, and I still want it to be about this guy. You know what I mean? So like that's where my importance is. If there's leaked set photos, we can't help those. Those are full game for us to speculate on. But just like the littlest thing that he might be in the poster, I wouldn't run with it, because I don't want it to affect people's opinion about the movie if he doesn't show up.
Well, that's the thing. I've said this before, I say it a million times. It is awesome and fun to speculate. Okay, that's fun. That's what we as fans do. Just don't let your speculation become expectation. Mm-hmm. And Ray, you make a really good point that I think sometimes in a lot of this, we as fans and as a fan community, we start to give more importance and weight to some small detail than the main thing. Like Mephisto became a bigger talking point than what's actually happening to Wanda and Vision. Or we come into this, it's like people are more focused on, is John Krasinski going to be Mr. Fantastic, which we're all going to speculate about, but do we start focusing more on that than what's actually the main thing in the movie? And that's a really good point.
But I'm not going to blame the fans on this one. Look, the title says multiverse.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this one's already
Oh, yeah,
like fair game.
Fair game.
It's fair game
to speculate
But I'm
about.
just saying with future movies, like, don't worry about the cameos. Let's just get them. If we don't get any leaks, let's just get them. Let's just get them during the movie.
So, but all I can tell you guys now, the point of this one is, as viewers of the John Campea Show, I can 100% confirm for you that Ryan Reynolds is not in this movie. So take that as you will, take that as you may. But you can believe it or not believe it, and of course the proof will be in the pudding when the movie comes out. But anyway, there's that. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about that? What are the chances that John Krasinski shows up as Mr. Fantastic or whatever it is?
Give it to me.
However you guys are feeling about it, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a moment and thank a sponsor of today's video, ExpressVPN. So guys, if you've been listening to or following me for any period of time, you guys know that one of my big concerns is often online privacy. And that's why I use ExpressVPN. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are probably thinking. You're thinking, well, why don't you just use incognito mode? Well, let me tell you something. Incognito mode does not hide your activity. It doesn't matter what mode you use or how many times you clear your browsing history. Your internet service provider can still see every single website that you visited. And listen, it doesn't matter who your internet service provider is. Internet service providers in the US can legally sell your information to ad companies. ExpressVPN is an app that reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so that your internet service provider can't see the sites that you're visiting. ExpressVPN also keeps all of your information secure by encrypting 100% of your data with the most powerful encryption available. And ExpressVPN is available on all your devices. I mean, your phones, computers, even your smart TV. Protect your online activity today with the VPN rated #1 by Business Insider. Visit my exclusive link, expressvpn.com/Campea, and you can get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/Campea. expressvpn.com/Campea to learn more.